Hi, everyone. I'm here. Kathy's here, but we're having problems with her microphone. We're not sure what's happening. So, Kathy, go ahead and say something and see if this works.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully you can hear me.
No,
No?
just a minute. Kathy, are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Now I can't hear you on your phone. Now I can. See if that works.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
I, it's gonna
Oh,
don't stop. It's delayed.
hmm. Okay.
Well, I'm not
Now
sure what to do here.
I'm
I
going to
guess I'm Kathy.
start.
Why don't you go out and try to come back in?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, it's just me right now. Hi everyone. Nice to see a lot of people here. Um, Annie Bear's here. She says, swishing through, have grandkids coming. Thanks for the message about liking the channel. Yeah, I'm really happy with the way things are going. Yeah. Um, Hi to Adika. Thank you for being here. I got your question. And we have Jill here. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's great to have you here. I'm really excited about the way the channel has been going. I looked at this morning and we're almost up to 13,400 subscribers, so it's pretty cool. I remember when I had like 100 and I thought, "Oh my god, maybe I'll get 200." Hi, Kinders. Nice to see you. Kathy's here. Great. Oh, and Namira's here. Nice to see you. CJ and CJ and Katz. Hello. Jan, nice to see you here. And Interaligned Design, nice to see you here. I also have the channel on broadcast on Instagram. So I'm going to check that once in a while if anybody logs in. So I'm going to go ahead and when we get going here, Kathy's going to try to log back in. So we'll get going on the questions in a bit. But we we had a great time in Squamish, and we were there. See, almost what 2 weeks ago we came back. Seems like it was a little longer than that. Beginning of the month, and so we had a really great experience. We were there with some friends. There was a couple people that we haven't met that we met in person, and then as well as the people that we knew. I figured there was probably what 67 or 70 people that were at the event, and I believe I knew probably about a third of the people from other events and from other things. So it was nice to connect with them. Some of them were also from other classes online and things. So it was nice to actually meet people in person, but also a lot of new people. And so if you were in Squamish, just mention that um, in your messages. But again, I said this before. If anybody has a chance to go on to any of these retreats, or even to an online thing, it's really great because you can really connect in different ways and get to know some folks, that you haven't, that kind of, well, basically that resonate with you, that are interested in some of the same things you're interested in. Because a lot of times, as you know, you can't always talk about some of this stuff with everybody. But I have to say, the more and more I talk and the more and more I open up, more people are opening up. Sometimes they come to me on the side, or they'll say, yeah, this happened to me, or wow, can you help? I wonder about this. And so the more and more we can kind of share our experiences with others is really important. Um, yeah, because I think we help each other when we open up. Just like a lot of things, when you share a little bit about yourself, other people will do the same. Whereas if you're closed about yourself, it's harder for other people to open up. And I think that's really important. Let's see here. So we're going to do this same show next Wednesday on the 29th. Kathy and I were really pleased to help out at the Squamish event. Uh, as you know, Linda G had had a illness and was unable to do a little bit of some of the stuff that was planned. So we decided to volunteer and jump in. And Kathy and I did a gallery reading session for the group, and it went really well. We were just lucky to help out and make some connections for people from the other side, which we both like to do. Let me see if Kathy's back. Let's see if this works.
Okay, can you hear me?
I can't hear you.
Yay!
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't?
No, I don't know what's happening. Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde.
Must be. I'll
Um,
watch.
I'm not sure what else to try here. I can't do it on the phone, Kathy, because it's delayed. It won't work.
No, that's okay.
Let me take you out again and you come back, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, we're going to keep trying that. We're not sure what's going on. I actually had something happen just before the show, and I tried to book a session for somebody for a private session, and for some reason the payment didn't go through, and I actually did it manually, and she responded Mercury retrograde. So I guess we're that till the 23rd. Maybe that's what's going on. We've never had a problem with StreamYard doing these shows with mics. If the problem was one of us maybe not clicking the microphone, but other than that, we haven't had a problem. So not sure what's going on there. Oh, Mercury stationary. Okay, cancel that, everybody. Somebody just told me that it was retrograde. So I guess I'm off. I need a astrologer on here to help. Oh, that was. Oh, hi, Charisse. You're on too. Yeah, we've had a lot of glitches here. Like we never had an issue with this microphone situation. So anyway, one more time. Third time's the charm.
Let's try it. People in the chat say they can hear me.
I can't hear you. I'm going to just double check my microphone settings. I really apologize, everyone. Try it now.
A, B, C, D.
Yay! Third time's the charm.
All right, great. I was going to say people in the chat said they could hear me, but you couldn't. And you're the most important one, of course.
I don't know what that was. Okay. Anyway,
Alrighty.
you want to just
So
get
hi,
started?
Tom. Is it time to transcend yet?
I think it finally is time to transcend. Finally. I don't know what that was. I don't know what happened. So I guess we'll just get started since we're is that all right?
Dive in.
Okay. So we have a message, question from Thandika is, may I have a message from the universe? From the universe.
Ooh. I'm going to pull a card for you. I was just going to say, I think you're pretty well connected. And the card I pulled was creativity. Isn't that a pretty card? Pull it back a little.
Yeah, I like that. It's almost a little Art Deco. It's nice.
Yeah, it says creativity, creative expression, trust your vision. So if you've been having some type of artwork or you're out taking a walk and you see something that inspires you, write about it. I just heard write about it. Maybe even take a pad and pencil with you. So if you are inclined to draw it or write about it, or just kind of make a little note to yourself on how you're feeling and use that creative inspiration just for yourself, or I think you're meant to share it with some others too.
So right away when I saw your question, I thought about you having confidence in yourself. I heard confidence, and I did pull some cards as well. And I pulled Stand Your Ground, which is a good confidence card, reinforces what I heard. You're on firm foundation and patience and planning. So um, I think you just be more confident in what you're doing because I feel like you're connected, you know what's going on. And then I pulled this card, which reinforces all of it. I'm in control of my life and I'm capable of creating the life that I desire. So I would say that's the message, and believe in yourself and have confidence in what you're doing because you're on the right path. And don't let anybody talk you down. Confidence is what I heard. And I think that's, and what Kathy said about being creative, use your creativity and your confidence. I think you'll be off to a good start.
Mm-hmm. And I think if you jot those things down or do some drawings or something, it's an expression of yourself and it will help build that confidence you need. So
great. We have a new subscriber, Addie Gaddy. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's see here. Going back to the questions. Yeah, if you have a question, please post it. Let's see, the next question is,
And I just want to say a quick thank you to our moderators. I see Neptune's daughter, Jan, in there. Annie Bear. Hi, Annie.
Hi. Thank you. Let's see. Namira has a question. Can you look for me if I feel Alexander, his energy? We were in a relationship, I think, until 2024. Is this person in spirit, Namira? I'm guessing he is. If you can say yes or no. Namira, if you're here, if you could just say a yes if this person's in spirit.
I'm kind of getting a maybe not in spirit.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Yeah.
So Namira, if you could respond with that, we'll come back to your question. Oh, no, he's alive. That's why I asked the question, because I didn't feel it.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, we'll just go with these. I don't know. I feel like maybe he's moved on a little bit. That's kind of what I was getting.
Yeah, I kind of like to not do this one in a public forum. So not because it's anything bad. It's just he hasn't crossed, so he hasn't really given us free will to tap into him.
Exactly. So if you want to reach out to us separately, that'd be great. But I don't. Yeah, we're going to avoid that. We're going to move on from that question.
Yeah, thank you for understanding.
Yeah. Okay, I'm looking for questions here. Oh, here's one from Addie Gaddy. I have an interview this coming Friday for billing specialist with Barbara. Will I be successful in getting hired? Does Barbara seems to me, I'm already getting a vision of her. She's a little old school and maybe a little demanding, but she doesn't give compliments out. That's what I'm getting from her. But she likes you. I feel like she likes the fact that you're detailed because she's very detailed.
I heard taskmaster, and it might be a challenge because I feel you are more into getting off the paper and into the computer, so to speak. And there might be some headbutting there, some resistance. I'm sorry, but I'm getting there might be a better fit for you somewhere else. And it's not that you won't enjoy the job. You will definitely enjoy the job. But I think it will be very frustrating because you know you could streamline it. And there's just going to be resistance to that. So if you're open to going into this with that kind of mindset, then just be aware that there might be some nuances there you have to tap dance around. Is that what you're picking up too, Tom?
I just feel like I think you probably, if you want this, you probably can get it, but just I just feel like this person's pretty demanding, is what I'm getting. You know, so if you haven't met her yet, then maybe here's a way to think about it. If you feel like the interview is going well enough, maybe you do a little interviewing of her. And I think a lot of us, at least in my age, we never think about interviewing the person that's interviewing us, but a lot of younger people do that. And I think actually it's important to make sure that it's a good fit. That's all I'll say to that. Um, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I'm getting that. I just pulled a timing card. I don't know why I was pulled to use these, but on the timing card, I got next couple of months. So if you choose to hold off on this one, or if you do your interview questions, you might just ask them, how open are you to streamlining, updating, yada, yada, and then base your decision on that too. So
She says she's a recruiter, so you're not going to actually be working with her directly, but maybe if you do get to the interview with the actual people, because after usually a recruiter, I think a lot of times, I don't know, you go to the person, so maybe check into that.
yeah, I've worked with recruiters before, and sometimes they send you on a job and you think it's a perfect fit, and you get there and it's something different. So do your due diligence to make sure you're going to be satisfied with this. So they're lucky to have you. Look at it that way. Any place you go is going to be lucky to have you.
Yeah, I also want to go back to Nomura. So in regards to your question, if you want to ask the question in a more open way about just relationships, is there somebody coming into your life at this time, or somebody you're looking for, but not specifically if somebody's not passed, then it's really not appropriate for us to be commenting it publicly like that. So if you want to ask the question again, that'd be great. Oh, I have a good one here. It's interesting. I'm going to post this one. So Callie posted, it's Mary Magdalene's feast day today. Could I have a message from her? I feel like we might have a connection. Look what I have. The wisdom of Mary Magdalene.
When I saw that, I thought about your cards.
Yeah.
I
So
think I was with you when you bought those in Sedona.
yeah, I'm into I'm very interested in the lost gospels and things. And so they're not lost anymore, but the ones that were kind of hidden. And so these cards have a lot of that in them. So I'm just going to pull a card from her. But if we get other messages, because she has come to me. I've had her come to me in sessions. I don't know. I feel like right now, I feel like very happy that we're bringing this up today. That we're honoring this, and whether this fits into your beliefs or whatever, you can always think it as a female energy and related to the divine feminine. That's how I sometimes do it.
Hi, Fogo Pogo. Hey. I pulled a card for you, and these are my Whispering Woods cards, because to me, Mary Magdalene represents that feminine, earthly, very sacred. Sacred. And the card I pulled for you was Trust. And there's the back of the card. I just think they're really pretty. I don't know if you could see it. But the message is, the robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits upon. So I think that's very timely. I know you're into doing some new things. So trust the wings, fly. And I think that's the message from Mary is don't rely on others. Bring out your spirit and your light, and trust that it's going to shine, because it does.
The card that I pulled from the deck was the Mary, the teacher, wisdom card. And I'll read what it says. It's from one of the lost gospels, the Gospel of Mary. Mary said, I will teach what is hidden from you. I will teach what is hidden from you. And so one of the reasons why these were covered up was because they're very Gnostic. They're not like black and white, and they make you think. So I think that's something that we all like to do, is think beyond what we see. So I feel like that we're all teachers, and I feel like that's going to be something that you're already doing, Callie. And I think that's Fogo Pogo. I think that's great.
Mhm.
It's going to, I think, as we're asking this question, I feel like this energy is going to be with us, all of us today. So thanks for asking it. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's go back to Namira. So she re-asked the question. Let's see, where did it?
Yeah, I saw it too, but
She said, "Do you see someone new coming into my life?" So I just right away I heard yes. I heard it. I heard yes. I feel like this is going to be something that happens in passing, not something that you're seeking out. Meaning that, like, you're in a grocery store and somebody walks past you. I feel like something like that happening, or maybe through some friends.
I'm getting that you're very lonely, and you might be at a stage of life where all your friends have partnered up, and you might feel like the odd duck out, so to speak. And I'm getting you're really missing a one-on-one connection with someone. So, and that's fine. All of us do that. But what I would caution, and what your guides are telling my guides is, don't be so desperate. It's like you're, what's that song? It's running through my head, looking for love in all the wrong places. Ask yourself, why do I want someone? And what are the characteristics that I want, that I desire to bring forward? So kind of focus on the attributes that you'd like to find, not just, I need to be in a relationship. So think about what that relationship needs to look like and what kind of relationship would be satisfying for you. And when you think about that in that respect, you draw it to you. So instead of out there looking like, oh, that guy looks great, or girl, whatever, they're attractive. Think about the attributes that you want to draw to you. So.
Yeah, she says I'm on meditation on that. So
Perfect. Yeah.
and because you're doing that and you're focusing the attention and your energy and manifesting it, I think what I said in the beginning makes sense, in that you're providing the energy around yourself to draw that in. So let that happen. If you're good, I like what you just said here. I'm not really looking. That's the time when you meet somebody. But
Yeah.
if you put the attention out and the energy out, because you can ask for something, or you can make a lot of things happen immediate sometimes. But be careful when you do that, because it may not be exactly what you're looking for. So I would say
Been there, done that. Not a good thing.
don't jump in like that.
Yeah. I'm also getting that relationships, they're just reminding me that relationships take many different forms. It could be a relationship with a pet, that, or a cousin that re-enters your life, that brings you joy and happiness. So don't think of relationships in such a narrow term. The guides will bring to you what is most benevolent for you. So anyway, they just wanted me to remind you of that.
It says, thank you. I'll keep on meditation.
Yeah.
Going back to Fogo Pogo's question, she says, very timely. Thank you so much. Yeah. Again, thanks for bringing that energy into it. And Jan made a comment here. I love the lost gospel. So if people are talking about it, yeah, I mean, they're just another way of looking at things, and they're make you think. So I just find them really interesting. I personally like the Gospel of Thomas because of my name, but I'm also a doubter. I doubt things. I have to really be convinced whether they're there. So I kind of identify with that energy as well.
Sorry, Tom. I couldn't let that one pass by without a big shake of the head. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I really do. I mean, because it's like I have to be, and again with like what happened to me when I had this awakening, it was pretty much knocked me on the floor. So it wasn't like, oh, I wonder what's happening. It was like, no, this is really happening. So don't let that happen to you. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for the question. And I'm sorry we had a little bit of change there at the beginning. Just so you know, we're taking questions. We're also taking mediumship questions. So if there's somebody who has passed that you would like to try to connect to, we just need your name if it's not in your YouTube handle. And then we also need the person's name or the relationship. So like my name's Tom, I would like to hear from my grandfather, or my name is Tom, and I would like to hear from Joseph. One of the two works. So if you have a question about somebody that's passed, please let us know, or a psychic question or question about what's going on.
Well, and if I may, I'm going to do a plug for myself. I opened up a YouTube channel quite a few months ago, but I didn't really post anything on it. Well, in the last couple of weeks, I have started posting. So my YouTube channel is at Kathy the Breeze Warrior. So if you would like to go out and take a look at what I'm posting, and there'll be more to come. And thanks to our moderator, Jan, she was my first posting. We did a show together, and look for more things like that in the future.
Kathy, I just pulled this card for you, fulfillment of wishes. So I think when you put things out, things come back to you. So,
yeah.
Jules, nice being here. Nice seeing you here on the channel. Thanks for being
Hi,
here.
Jules.
Yeah, so in addition, in the comments, I did put early on, if you scroll back, I did put in information about Kathy's channel and bookings, as well as my channel, which is on the screen as well. And then my website is timetotranscend.com if you're interested in any bookings. The one thing that I will mention to the group is that one thing Kathy and I enjoy doing, like we did in Squamish and we do in person, we do it on Zoom, is we do group mediumship reading. So if you have like 5 to 10 people that are interested in doing a 2-hour session and getting together, like a party online, so to speak, we're interested in that. So if you're interested, please email one of us and we'll set that up for you. Mm-hmm. So basically, it's just a bunch of people on Zoom, and we basically read the room, and we try to give everybody a message. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Depends how spirits working out. But okay, we got 2 questions here. So I'm guessing, Jules, that this Amanda is somebody in spirit. So I'll assume that. But we're going to go to Kathy's questions since it's first. Kathy says, I would like to hear any messages from my great grandmother, her nickname Muffin, please, and thank you. I heard sit tight. Go ahead.
The first thing I got was you are so, how do I describe it? You have things so easy. And she's saying the easy way isn't always the best. And I think she's talking in terms of keeping house, sewing, just general task that your great grandmother would have done on a daily basis. And she's saying that she always wanted free time to go out and explore and do things, but the task of taking care of the family, taking care of the home, taking care of food preservations, there was no time for her personal time. And she's saying, you have all these tools to help you, but you are doing the same thing as her. You are not taking care of your personal time to go do things that excite you and would make your soul happy. So she's saying, use your tools more wisely to complete your task so that you can do what makes your soul happy.
And Kathy, when after I heard sit tight, and what I got from that message was, you know, don't look around for other things. So it goes along with what Kathy was saying, like take care of yourself, sit tight, take care of yourself. But I also saw an image of her putting things out on a table, like she was baking and laying things out. And so again, like it goes what Kathy said, like she was really busy doing a lot of work at home. Um, and I just heard have fun. So don't feel like you have to always do things for other people. Make sure you're doing things for yourself. So I feel like that's the message. And I feel like both of us kind of got a similar message there from her. She said, I also heard you're a beautiful person inside and out. And don't be afraid to be yourself and express that.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Yeah.
hope that resonates.
Yeah. Very special lady, very devoted, hardworking. And she just showing me a pantry lined with a bunch of jars, but they have the rubber ring on top, not a flat ring like we use now. So I think she's showing me that, because whatever she did, she tried to do it so it would stay good. And you've got better tools. So I don't know if you like to can, if that's why she was showing me that pantry full of jars with food in it. But if you do, she wants to acknowledge that you still have it easier, even if you're canning stuff. So anyway,
Okay, so
just a little funny quip.
Jules says, my name is Julie. So hi, Julie. I'd love a message from my cousin Amanda, who passed. She noted that in the back. So right away, I'm seeing two young girls on swings. So I'm getting the impression that you guys were together as youngsters or you played together. And I'm also feeling that she looked up to you a lot. I don't know if there was an age difference or just a sense of that you cared for her. I feel like because I see this young girl looking over at like you. I think there was a caring back and forth too. She said something about you have a lot more work to do in this life, but that she's going to help you from the other side, just like you guys helped each other out in life.
Jules, Julie, did you have she said she always had a sense that she had to she had to enjoy and experience every second of every day. So she showed me she kind of had an effervescent attitude about how she approached everything, because I think she always had a sense that her life here was not going to, she wasn't going to live to be an old person. So, and I think one of the things she was drawn to you and you looked up to her for was that she enjoyed every second. And she's wanting you to remember that, that it doesn't matter if your time in this realm is short or if it's long. She wants you to start embracing every second of every day that you have. I'm also getting that her passing was more of a surprise. if she had an illness that wasn't extended, I'm getting it was more, yeah, I'm getting there wasn't an extended illness. But yeah, I see her twirling. Did you guys play hula hoops or something like that? Because she's saying, remember that twirling thing, and she's still doing that up there. She goes, everywhere I am, it's just magical and amazing, and she's just still absorbing all she can. So
The young girl that I was seeing blonde hair. So I don't know if that's the color of her hair, but I just see her looking at you. So it makes sense that she was 14 years younger, that she looked up to you. She came to you for a lot of advice. I also am getting that she says like, you have the strength within yourself to look within because you helped me out. So that's what I'm getting. I hope that resonates, Julie.
yeah. She's also saying, don't forget how to skip.
Yeah, because we both got images from playground. You got the hula hoops, I got the swings.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she's bringing you back to your childhood. Those are clear messages when you get that kind of when they send you those thoughts.
Yeah.
Okay, we have another question here from Addie Gaddy. She said, my sister passed 2 years ago, unexpectedly affected me so hard. Her name is Maricela. Were you guys like pretty close in that you did things together and you could call each other on the phone? I'm also getting that when she got sick, she almost didn't want to tell you because you guys protected each other in different ways is what I'm getting.
Yeah, the first thing I got from Marcella, such a sweet energy, kind of she has a softness about her that I'm not going to say she never met a person she didn't like, because I feel like she was pretty sheltered, but she just had that sweetness, that softness about her, and she still does. And the first thing she came in and said was, I'm good. I am whole now. So, and she sees you and she knows you still think of her and talk with her. So, but she doesn't want you to feel, she wants you to release the sadness of what you miss, because she goes, you're not missing anything. You can still talk to me. I'm still see all the important parts of your life. She wants you to focus on the time you had together and how that made you feel. Because I get that you embrace the sadness and the grief and the loss, but you're forgetting to embrace the beautiful time that you had together. So she wants you to kind of flip how you're to move beyond the grief and move into the happy times that you shared. So.
She says she talks to her every day. So just, when you do that, when you're talking to her, that she's there. So don't feel like you're just talking to no one. And then if you find some quiet time and try to just find that quiet space, turn the music off, turn things off, and just be quiet, you might notice a chill. You might notice a song that comes on after you're done, or you might have a thought, and that's all messages from her. So those are all really, really important.
But she's really trying to say, I want you to move away from the hurt and into the joy of our time together. So think about that when you talk to her. Say, oh, I remember. If you walk by a coffee shop, go, oh, I remember your favorite coffee was this. I think I'm going to go have one. that kind of thing. Instead of saying, oh man, I used to love when we shared a cup of coffee together and we'll never do that again. No, reverse that thinking. So
I'm going to take a question from Instagram. I'm going to post it now. Let's see here. This is from Instagram, but it's getting posted. I'm just put it up here. It's from Nina Bina 0605. I've just had an interaction with someone who would like some energy info on that relationship. If you're still here, Nina, if you could just say something in the comments on Instagram, that'd be great.
I just saw a yellow flag come across my face, like race car drivers and, they do the flags. I just saw a yellow caution flag come up.
You know what I heard? Danger, danger, Will Robinson, Will Robinson. So I just feel like, I think what I'm getting is this person came past you with energy you weren't expecting. That was surprising to you, but I think I agree. I think it's a little bit of a red flag or a yellow flag, as Kathy said. Yeah, I think that might be something to kind of rethink. I hope that resonates. I believe Nina Bina is still on, but if that question if that resonates with you, let us know. I just feel like it's. I've also just heard true colors. So the person's, they showed themselves off. They showed themselves.
I don't know if he's involved with racing or something where you would use flags like that, but they just showed me, the checkered flag, like winning the race, and they showed me a great big circle with an X on it. So this relationship is not going to be a winner, so to speak.
Okay, we have a question back to YouTube. Moxie Life 1741. Good afternoon. Anyone sending me? Good afternoon, everybody. Sending messy. Oh, she's just sending blessings to everybody. Thank you.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful message.
Yeah.
Oh, she said the blonde. This is going back to she came out late in life, so we both caught the wrath of fundamental family. Okay, the blonde was you. Yeah, I saw the blonde hair on the swing. So, okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, here we have one here from Jill Allison Hatcher. My name is Jill. I'm also a psychic medium, and I'm just now launching a holistic healing practice. I'd be grateful for anything that might come through for me. Did you have a connection with a grandmother? I heard grandmother right away. And I feel like, have you been in your family? Has this kind of stuff been in your family a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like you have a background in this. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's not new to you. Maybe new, this business and going about it in this way is different, but I feel like this is kind of coming from other experiences.
I'm getting you aren't going to have any resistance from friends or family because you've kind of always been this type of somebody has a cut and you know how to deal with it, or somebody has this and you just intuitively were able to direct them so that they felt better. So people are going to naturally gravitate towards that. So I feel like the business part is you're going to be pleased. It's going to be slow going, but you'll be very pleased with the response.
And I'm also make sure you decide. I feel like you have a lot of different venues you can go with. So maybe I feel like you need to kind of like focus in on one of them and then build off that versus trying to do all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I heard pick a lane and then you can expand. But so many of us are and this is my personal experience, not really a message. So many of us, when we start this work, you get in that, what I call the ethereal high, that higher vibrational state. And it feels so good. So you learn to do cards, you do dowsing rods, then you learn Reiki, then you go into mediumship, and it's just kind of a natural progression. But we have to remember our customers and our clients, they don't know about all these other things that are out there. So we kind of have to teach them what mediumship is, or teach them what a holistic healer can do for you. So it's a bit of a back and forth when you're getting started. So just bear that in mind. It's not, you just don't hang out your shingle and say, I'm a medium. You really have to let people know that. I've even seen it advertised in my local areas. I talk to dead people. Well, that's not appealing to me, because the people I talk with in spirit and here are very much alive and aware. So I'm trying to re-educate people that dead people aren't dead. Their spirit is still alive and can communicate. So just a word of caution, you might have to do some re-education, and it will go very well. You're very good at that. But and put that out there for anybody, that that's a part of starting a business, is re-educating your clientele.
Jill
So
mentioned that she didn't know much about her family, but they didn't tell her a lot. So I was adopted, and I come to find out after many years that I had an aunt that was a psychic and a medium. I never knew her. It's like two adoptions away. And also in the family, there was somebody else. So I didn't grow up with those people, but I don't know if it's in your, some people believe it's not in your blood, but I do feel there is something to it. So I find that interesting. Let's see
yeah.
here. Oh, that's what
And
she said. That's what I'm looking at right now.
yeah, congrats on your Reiki certification. That's
Yeah, that's great.
yeah. Tom and I both are CMTs. So yeah, working with that energy is always very, very enlightening and fun.
Barbara, Barb Pet. My name is Barbara. May I have a message from the masters regarding whether I should go back to work?
Well, you're setting the bar pretty high there for all of us, you know,
Well, we had
Barbara.
Mary Magdalene, so
Yeah,
we may as well
that's
go there.
true. Um, it doesn't matter if the message comes from a master or from your guides or whatever. Any message that comes through is valuable and important. So I just want to put that out there. Don't think, I actually had a reading for someone, and the question they asked me is, I want a message from Jesus. And I'm like, well, if you don't get a message from Jesus and you get a message from someone else, are you going to ignore it because it didn't come from who you want it to come from? So that's why I tried to put that out there, that if it doesn't come from a master, it doesn't mean it's not meaningful.
Well,
So
to answer your question, I heard yes.
yes.
I'm getting the feeling that you are a little antsy, not working, and that you like to be busy doing things, and but to do something that you enjoy to do. Um, and I also am getting the feeling you like being around people. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's important for you to do. So not something you're doing behind the scenes, that you're with people working. I don't know if that resonates or not, but I feel like that's Barb. If you're still here, Barbara, if you're still here, I think I think going back to work is not about necessarily about the money. It's about yourself and how you're being and being out there. That's what I'm getting.
Um, I heard, Barb, that you are isolated. You're isolating yourself. So maybe,
She said she doesn't want to work.
yeah, I think you're kind of self-isolating yourself because you feel like you don't have anything in common with anybody, like maybe you live next door to or by to, or you just kind of like, I don't know what to do with myself. And that's not your true nature, because I feel like you're more of a social butterfly type
Hmm.
person. You enjoy those interactions. So I don't think work, necessarily is something, because that's an obligation. Work is hard. I work a part-time job, and sometimes I'm like, ugh. But maybe a volunteer thing, or instead of staying in your home all afternoon, go sit in a library or see if there's some type of book club. Or I don't know why I'm being drawn to a library, because they offer all kinds of programs. So maybe there's something there that you could either volunteer time with, or a new group you can join, something to get you out of that isolation.
And I feel
So,
like
and
whatever you decide to do, people are going to like your presence.
yeah,
So, but just say,
and
"Oh no, I'm busy. I can only do Tuesday afternoons from 3 until 6 or whatever." Just set your
yeah,
parameters and it'll get you out of the house and you'll get to be with people. So, I
yeah.
think that would be helpful.
Yeah, and sorry, for everyone about the lecture, because I think sometimes in our own um, desperation for a message, we we tend to think we have to go to the very tippy top. And again, didn't mean to lecture everybody on that, but it's kind of a bugaboo of mine.
So, Barbara, I'll leave you with this. I ask, I believe, I shall receive. So, if I think
Yeah.
when I heard the word yes about going out, I think yes, you need to get out and do things. You don't need the money to survive, but whatever you need to just to get out and enjoy things with people, I think that'll be helpful. So, oh,
Yeah.
she says thank you.
Yeah. All
Okay.
right. Much love, Barb. I do see you picking up an activity. And it's funny because I drew a timing card and it said next couple of weeks. So yeah, you're going to start feeling more joy, just getting out more.
We're going to take one more question. So, Moxie Life, are you still here? If you're still here, could you just tell us your first name or the names of your parents? Your name would be helpful. Moxie Life, if you can tell us your first name so we can answer this question. She says both parents have passed and don't really think they're around me. Oh, Emily. Okay, hi, Emily.
Yeah.
So Emily's asking, both parents have passed and she doesn't think they're around me.
Did your and please, I mean no disrespect, but did your parents kind of have a tumultuous relationship with each other? Um, I'm hearing that they have things that they're trying to fix on the other side. Not fix, but understand on the other side. I'm also hearing you're not picking up the signs.
She said, dear Lord, yes.
Yeah.
I saw what I was seeing was I was seeing the man, your father, dressed in like dress pants and like nicer clothes, but like doing something in the kitchen, and your mom was doing something and they weren't talking, but they were like in the same space. So I was getting that they kind of ships passing in the night type of thing. So there wasn't a lot of interaction there, like what Kathy was saying. I almost feel like you brought light into that family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and but they
Okay, I'm just gonna say it because it's what they're both telling me, and they're both being cordial to each other right now. And they said, we're not around you because we felt we did enough harm when we were around you in the present. So they didn't know if you want them to be around you. So if you want to experience them, then look for the signs because they will show you. But don't, they're both saying they're working on things on the other side, but they do see you, but they've been holding back. So, and don't expect both when you key in on them, you'll see your mother or you'll see your father. You might not, don't be surprised if you don't see them together.
Anything else, Kathy?
No, I'm done.
Yeah, so I would say, by just putting the intention out there, I think, letting them know that you'd like them to be around, that can start the process.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly says, thanks for my reading. Have to head out, tune into another show.
Yeah.
Thank you for being a supporter of the channel. I appreciate it. Thanks again to Jan for being our moderator and for everyone that logged in today. Sorry about our technical difficulties, kind of threw us off a little bit.
Yeah.
But I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll be taping a show with Linda G on Friday. It won't be live, but it'll be, I'm not sure when she'll send it out, but it'll be after Friday. So just talking about ourselves and what we do. But again, thanks for logging in, and appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
And we're going to be on next week at the same time at 1:00.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone. And I'm new to StreamYard, so I'm going to try to get this on my channel. But if it's not there, be patient with me. We'll get there.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.